Hey guys, what's up? So the new Duo Giants boss just came out and they're called the Royal Titans. And this is a beginner to intermediate friendly boss that gets you used to a couple key mechanics such as gear switching and manual casting your spells. And this can be done as a duo, so 2v2, or it can be done as a solo, so you versus both of the giants at the same time. And in this guide, we're going to show you guys how to do a solo kill on the Royal Titans boss. So I'll be bringing pretty budget gear, right? I'm just bringing bandos with a fang and a dragon defender, and just a regular fury, a regular fire cape. I do have my light bears so I can get some extra fang specs off, and some burrows gloves. Beyond that, this is going to be a tri-bird fight, so you're going to need at least a three-way mage swap and a three-way range swap. And you can see right here, I'm just bringing Arims with a trident, and I'm bringing a simple three-way Bofa swap as well. Beyond that, you're going to want some runes to manual cast both a water and a fire spell. You're going to want to cast a water and a fire spell throughout the fight. And yeah, then you just want your super combat potions and your prayer restore, your super restore, and some brews. But yeah, let's jump into the fight and see what it's like. So this is the Royal Titans boss fight. And as I said, we're going to be doing this as a solo. So the first thing you want to do is you want to choose a boss and you're going to take down one at a time. So we will focus the fire giant boss to start. And they start a little far away from you, so you have to start with range. You're going to have to do a couple of range hits before the fight starts, and then they're going to close back in and come back into melee range. And at this point, we're going to want to pray melee and just stand still, so we can just stand still and take down the boss when he's in the melee range. And this is a good time to start using your special attack weapon, right? So I have a Fang. You could use anything you want, right? You could use your DDS, you could use your claws, your Void Waker. You can really use anything. But once they walk away from you, you can't hit them with melee anymore, and they'll summon these little minions. So if they summon the ice ones, you're going to want to hit them with fire. And if they summon the fire ones, you're going to want to hit them with water. And that'll actually AoE them all the way down, right? So you don't have to do multiple casts. You just have to cast a fire spell on the ice ones and a water spell on the fire ones. And then we'll get back on the boss. And like I said, we want to take down one at a time. We just want to be focusing on one boss at a time. So we've chosen to go with the fire boss first. And once he goes below a certain threshold, they will transition to phase 2 in the center of the room. But it looks like we were a little low on our DPS right there, and we didn't get him down in time. So let's see if we can take him down right now. And it looks like they're transitioning to the center of the room right now. So we will keep on with the fire guy because he's the one that we've already been weakening. And they're going to summon this little swirly portal. And we need to stand there. It's a safe spot from that big pounding special attack they just did. If they summon the minions, again, we'll just throw on our mage gear. And we'll burst them down in a big AoE. So that's 2 manual casts that we have to do when they summon his little minions. But we're going to try to take down that first boss, and then we don't have to deal with 2 sets of minions. We'll only have to deal with 1. And that's the benefit to taking down one boss at a time instead of focusing, kind of whittling them both down, chipping a little bit at a time. Let's see, we got to take down those ice guys, and now we can focus on the ice boss alone, right? And at this point, once things have slowed down a little bit, we can even start getting a range hit off once we stand in our little safe spot, right? So when we're over here, we can get off one range hit and then get back onto the boss with our melee. Again, if he summons his minions, we can just burst them down. So make sure to swap into your mage gear and get one big burst spell off according to their elemental weakness. Now, you don't have to force a range hit off every time you get into that little safe spot. You can if you want to for a little bit extra DPS. But if you're not comfortable doing all those gear switches, you don't have to. But it's really good practice to get you used to doing multiple gear swaps throughout the course of a fight, because it becomes really crucial once we start getting into raiding or even higher level bossing, such as like Nightmare or something like that, right? But there we go. So every time we go over there, we do a quick range swap and get one single range hit off. And every time he summons his little minions, we just do a big burst spell and take them all down. And again, if you hit them with the correct elemental weakness, you can actually just hit them with a regular old fire or water spell and it will do forced AoE damage, which is actually a really cool mechanic of the fight. But it looks like the boss is getting pretty low, so we'll get those special attacks off, and hopefully we can take him down in just a few more rotations. So we'll run back over here again, we'll get that range head off. We can even throw on a range prey if you want to be a real gamer about it, but that's definitely unnecessary. You can really just take these guys down mostly with just your melee, and sneak off some range hits here and there when you want to get that extra damage off. And the boss is down. And at this point, we actually get a chance to choose which one we want to loot. So you can loot one or the other. And I've actually been focusing on the ice guy. I'm trying to get the ice guy's drops right now. So we'll loot that ice guy and see what we get. And it looks like we actually ended up getting close to 100k in loot. 85k loot, really not bad. But yeah, this is the Royal Titans boss fight. That was a 4-minute solo kill in very budget gear, and it only speeds up as your gear gets better and better. So I hope you had fun. I hope you learned a lot, and good luck taking down the Royal Titans, guys. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.